So hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the blood flow through the heart. In other words, how the blood is flowing through different structures and different chambers within the heart, and the understanding of the pathway of the blood flow through the heart is important because understanding this will help us understand how oxygen is delivered to the body, the different cells and the tissues in the body, and also how nutrients are also delivered to various tissues and cells in the body, and as a result of that, how we can maintain proper health. So in this video, I will be doing a step-by-step approach to describe how the blood flow through the heart, starting with a deoxygenated blood returning back to the heart through these large veins called the superior vena cava. And by convention, we use the blue arrows for deoxygenated blood, and for oxygenated blood, we use red arrows. And by the end of this micro lesson, I hope the students will understand the pathway of the blood through the heart and its chambers. And the goal for the students is to be able to identify the different chambers and structures of the heart, and also identify identify the structures as the blood is flowing through the heart, and the importance of each chambers of the heart. So let's get into the video and look at the flow of blood through the heart. So here is the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. These are the largest blood vessels that we have. And the deoxygenated blood, as designated by the blue arrow, is going to be returning back to the right atrium of the heart, which is right here. And when the right atrium, so we have four chambers of the heart: right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, and the left ventricle. When the atria contract, when the right atrium contracts, the deoxygenated blood will flow through this valve called the right atrioventricular valve, which is also known as the tricuspid valve, and the blood will flow into this chamber called the right ventricle. And when the ventricles are contracting together, when the right ventricle contracts, it's pushing the blood out through this valve. Again, we're still deoxygenated blood going through this valve. This valve is called the pulmonary semilunar valve, and the blood is going to enter into the pulmonary arteries. From here, it's going to go through the right and left lung, and the blood gets oxygenated. There's oxygen carbon dioxide exchange that's going to happen in the lungs, and once it's oxygenated, the oxygenated blood will return back to the heart. Now it's going to return back to the heart through four pulmonary veins. Okay? These right pulmonary veins are going through the backside, and then you have the left pulmonary veins coming from the left lung. All four of those veins are going to be emptying into the left atrium. So we have the oxygenated blood returning back to the left atrium, and when the left atrium contracts, it's going to push the blood out through this valve right here, which is called the left atrioventricular valve. Another name for that is mitral valve, also known as bicuspid valve. The oxygenated blood will then flow into this big main pumping chamber called the left ventricle. And when the left ventricle contracts, it's going to push the blood through these valves right here, which is called the aortic semilunar valves, into the aorta from here to the rest of the body. So let's quickly recap the whole thing. Deoxygenated blood returns to the right atrium, passes through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle. From here, goes through the pulmonary artery to the lungs, where it gets oxygenated, returns back through the pulmonary veins into the left atrium, and passes through the mitral valve into the left ventricle. From here, after passing through the aortic semilunar valve, goes through the aorta and to the rest of the body. So this journey of blood flow through the heart's chambers is what keeps our bodies supplied with oxygen and supporting all bodily functions. Hopefully that helped you understand the pathway of the blood flow through the heart.